Good evening, YouTube. My name is the Aussie Farmer. I'm a pharmacist by trade, but another great love of mine is growing my own food. Best thing is that you watch them grow, you care for them, and at the end of the day, you eat them. And that's where the enjoyment is. It's having to wait for something that you know is going to taste delicious. I'm going to take you through how I grow my potatoes. And as a child, I remember seeing quite a few green potatoes and being told that they are poisonous. And indeed they are. They contain a substance called solanine, and that is the green potato. Even if you cut off the green section, the rest of the potato still contains solanine. So chances are it's better off to be grown. Now, I got my seed potatoes from the nursery, and when I got them from the nursery, they hadn't sprouted yet. What I did was I put them in the fridge, and it might seem counterintuitive that just before you plant them, you put them in the fridge. But I had a few weeks to spare, and I put them in the fridge for about a week or two. And what happens is that it tricks the potato that it's a winter, and it does nothing. But the minute you take it out and leave it in a nice warm room, what happens is they begin to sprout. They break dormancy, they sprout. The technical term is called chitting, chitting, and they burst forth and they produce sprouts. So this is 1 week after I took them out of the fridge, and you can see that they've sprouted quite quickly. The blue potatoes that you see in the foreground, the darker potatoes, they are called royal blue. Ironic. Well, not really ironic. But surprise, surprise, they're called royal blue. The ones in the background are called Dutch creams, and they make a really good mash. I'm a big fan of potatoes. I love them with steak as mash, or as fries, or even as a really, really crusty roast potato. I'll take you through the whole process from planting them through to cooking them once I've harvested them, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Touch wood. But yeah, I'll take you through today. So after about a week out, they've sprouted. And on this one you can see that it has quite a few sprouts, about 10, a good dozen there maybe. And you can't just leave it like that. If I buried this, it'll produce quite a few weak stems. And weak stems produce weak potatoes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove most of these. I'm only going to leave about 4 or 5 large shoots like this, and these ones will grow away. Potatoes are produced on the stems of the potato, and if you have weak stems, you're going to have small potatoes. So I'm going to take most of these out, leave 4 to 5, really depends on the potato. Okay, I'm back. That's the original potato, and I've just done one very quickly. Here you go, you can see the difference. This one looked exactly like this one just a few moments ago, but with my trusty Victorinox, what I did was I cut out all those smaller shoots. Some people just rub them off, I don't. Reason being is that I've rubbed the smaller ones off before, and what happens is it breaks all these other larger shoots because they're all connected. So what I do is I just get my Victorinox and I just cut out all those smaller shoots. And eventually I'll do this whole lot here, but just for today's purposes, I'll show you the example that I've done. That's how I plant a potato. And I've left these ones here just because I'm hopeful that these ones will produce good shoots as well. You can do this. You can slice the potato straight in half, straight across there, and what you get are 2 seed potatoes just from the one here. So I'll get 4 shoots on the top bit there, and I'll get maybe 4 after I'm done with this one. I'll get another 4 up here. It's not going to produce as vigorous a potato as these ones. These ones are quite fat shoots. But we'll see how these go, just as an experiment. I'll plant these all out and we'll see, but not tonight. Tonight I'm just going to cut out all the small shoots and let these larger shoots develop a little bit more. Right now they're about less than 1 centimetre in length. I prefer to let my shoots grow to about 2 centimetres, about 1 inch, a little bit less than 1 inch, and that's when I plant them. Another reason is that it's the end of winter now and the soil is still a little bit cold. We don't get snow, we don't get very heavy frosts here in Melbourne, but the soil is still quite cold and there's no point sticking this back in the cold soil because it's just like sticking it back in the fridge. There's no point forcing a plant. So what I've done just earlier in the day is I've covered the planting area with clear plastic, and it's like a greenhouse effect, and hopefully just after a few warm sunny days the soil around that area will warm up considerably more than other areas that haven't been covered, and that's how I prepare the ground. I warm it up, I fertilize it, but I'll take you through that on another video. That's pretty much it. I'm going to leave these to sprout a little bit further for about a week or two, and then I'm going to plant them. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Cheers.